Jackie and I met up at the airport to fly in last night, and she said to me, are you wearing, a brace or a support thing? And I thought in my mind, why would I? I did. I was kind of like, why would she ask that? Wow. But I guess she didn't realize that literally since that weekend, and I don't know which day. It was interesting hearing you all say like on the second day and on the first, because in a way that whole weekend was a blur, yes. but a good blur, not a. So I don't know exactly when it happened, but I just have never had that back pain since. So before when I would travel and fly, I would always have to wear some sort of a brace or have all my patches, medicines, you name it, you know, John. And I don't have any of that for this. I think I have one little thing, but yeah, I don't wear any sort of those things. And Jackie was like, you want me to take your bag? And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm okay, I am.
It's changed my whole life.
Yeah.
It's changed my whole life. And I see it in the rest of us too. I can work without hurting. That's the thing, I can do it without hurting. I could never sit on the floor. I could sit on the floor. It was difficult to get down there, but I could never get back up. It was very, very difficult to get back up. The last day I come in and all the chairs were taken and the only place to sit was on the floor. I said, well, let's try this, I was on that floor until late that night.
I kept waiting, thinking, knee pain went away, it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back. Well, guess what? Never a twinge, nothing. Nothing came back, so that was an absolute proof to me. And then I went for walks and stuff too, but no pain whatsoever.
It's hard to put into words how the feeling is after so many years being in so much pain and then not having it anymore.
That whole weekend, nothing. And it's been 6 months, it's not coming back, it's gone. It's completely gone. I don't expect that to ever return.
For so long I kind of felt like I was on the outside looking in, and now I feel like I belong. And it's just a shift in consciousness, but it's a huge one for me because it's just a different feeling. I feel like I belong here, whereas before, like in other settings, I would just feel like an outsider, so.
Sometimes I find it not hard, but challenging when you're in the cancer center getting them back in treatments again, and I'm there almost every day for this first month of my clinical trial I'm on, and you're just surrounded with not sick people, but basically chronically ill people, and you can't help but go there, and sometimes just having that tool that you can sit there in your chair quietly tapping away and just working through whether the emotion's fear or anxiety or unknown, you're not sure what's happening in the future.
I don't have a sweets craving. I don't eat cake and pies like I used to. And I didn't even realize, and I shared this also, I hadn't even realized that I go into Dunkin' Donuts almost every day and I never buy a donut. And I said, I have to really assess what's going on here, because I keep saying, well, I'm not tapping, regularly, I'm not tapping daily, and I'm not getting the effects. But I do tap irregularly, and I do tap occasionally, and I do tap and grab moments.
Went from a 38 to a 36 again, so I'm looking to get back to a 34. Actually, I was a 40. And I was a 40. I went from a 40 to a 36, so I'm back to my original 36 in 3 months. But the whole thing about the whole EFT weekend, that I was able to like say conquer, was not to play back that horrific day all the time, because that was driving me nuts. And being able to live with some pain, because I live with pain. I mean, as I speak to you now, I still feel a little, very little pain. That I know that Raquel's not with me, but I know she is. Somehow she is.
I just like one thing my daughter said to my wife. She says, "Who is this man? I don't know him." But she says, I like him, but I want to keep him. That was a big thing for me, So there was a lot of things during that 4 days